There's a feeling of hopelessness sometimes in town here. And I know for a lot of people feel it, but the First Nations community also feels it a lot.
Thunder Bay is a really unique place, and that's because a lot of the fly-in communities up north would be a few hundred people, whereas in Thunder Bay, there's, I think, 110,000 people. A lot of those kids have come from up north, from fly-in only communities that were coming for high school in the city, and they have no family here, they have no contacts, and there's a lot of risk for those kids for going off the deep end because there's no restrictions.
People I've talked to, a lot of them have never seen a red light sometimes when they come here for school the first time by themselves at 14 and 15.
They're here without family, without friends. A lot of their social supports are missing here, and there's also a lot of racism. In the late 2000s, around 2007 to 2010, there was First Nations youth that were turning up dead in the river in town. It was either them taking their own lives or foul play. There wasn't really an investigation. The deaths didn't really get looked into that much either, and so it's tough for people to come here and live.
My mom was an alcoholic and she wasn't fit to be a parent. Moved a lot of homes, went through foster care from when I was 10 to 18. My sister invited me to the center. She actually started coming here first, and that's when I started officially coming to the center way more. I think it was the sense of like community. You know, there was like a lot of people here who were very nice. The volunteers at the time did a really good job at making everyone feel welcome.
We really have a heart for the First Nations people here, especially the ones coming from the reserve to Thunder Bay for school and stuff. It's just like a completely different world. I used to live on one of the northern reserves, and I really just care about those people.
The youth center being part of the church equation is that we have a lot of young people that can take up roles with the youth center and mentor them and train them to teach the next generation, to reach the next generation, and just reach out to be good friends with those kids that are struggling.
With all of the history of residential schools, the miscommunication of the gospel in the past, it's important to see the next generation of young Native youth coming up, to see believers that are of a Native background, whether it's Ojibwe or Cree, or who have a solid hold on the Lord Jesus Christ and their faith is in Him. Christianity was associated so much with the residential schools and the abuse, and it is really encouraging to see younger Native people involved in ministry. So that's why I see a real value in the youth center.
It was a very important place to me into my development. I was super shy before coming to the center and super introverted, and the center kind of made me more outgoing and gave me more of a purpose, I guess. Through that, I've seen the value of the center and how it could affect people's lives. And I do want to change people's lives.